What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Villainonymous, over there with Paul. Say hi, Paul.
Ooh, hello.
There you go. We're here.
Good
Uh,
evening.
it's Saturday. It's Saturday, so you know what that means. No, we're not going to do that. We're here. We're here. We're doing it. We're back again. Hopefully, you guys are still along for this crazy ride with us. It feels like something's missing. I'm just gonna say it every single time that we do one of these videos now. It feels like something's missing. Um, but show must go on. We're gonna continue. We've got today a couple of doozies for all of you out there in pro wrestling land. WWE had a whole list of 16 releases, which, when you look down the list, you'll get mad at some of the names, but when you understand, you understand. And then we won't even drop the doozy on you guys. We'll get there, and then we'll spring that haha. But we're gonna get right into this with the releases. This is silly. It seems a bit one sided. I get it. I do. Like, some of these names I really get. Because I haven't heard of like 4 or 5 of these people. And then you see the Gallus boys from NXT, and that's a big problem because Gallus is fucking great. Gigi Dolan, who literally just won a tag team #1 contenders match at Stand and Deliver to see who was going to be the next challengers for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships, and is released. Dakota Kai, why? Just why? That woman has given everything to you for this company. She can't stay healthy to save her life, but she's loyal. She can work backstage. She can help usher in the new class of NXT call-ups that are going to be any day now, because Roxanne's coming, Julia's coming, Stephanie's coming. Like, they're all coming up. There's no reason for them to be on NXT anymore. Braun Strowman is hilarious, only because of that friggin' shoot from Paul Heyman, where he said, Braun Strowman, yeah, you're not on the WrestleMania card. It's not because they didn't have anything for you. It's because you suck. And I'm just like, oh, Paul, he's gonna eat you. He's gonna eat you. And then he's gonna go raw, because that's what he does. But the full list in order: Braun Strowman, Shayna Baszler. This one bugs me because we all hated Ronda Rousey. We were all happy that Shayna
Yeah.
tapped out Ronda Rousey and sent her packing over to Jacksonville. Dakota Kai pains my heart. Caden Carter and Katana Chance. Look, when they got called up last year after WrestleMania, immediately won the women's tag titles. You thought they were going somewhere. No. Cora Jade really, really pains my heart, and Sponge would make fun of me if he was here. Cora Jade is one of those that has nothing but an upside if she can stay healthy. She's young. She has plenty of time left in this business. If you have people like Lita and Trish Stratus running around making returns and all of that in their 50s, Cora Jade has just about 25 or 30 years to get to that spot, but she has to stay healthy. So hopefully she lands on her feet in TNA. Gigi Dolan, I'm very mad at. Like, I don't understand that one at all. Fine. Eddie Thorpe just had a whole thing with Trick Williams. Why is he gone? That's confusing. Jakara Jackson, Riley Osborne, the Gallus Boys, Wolfgang, Oro Mensa, Javier Bernal, and Danny Palmer. Like, okay, bottom of that list after Gallus, I don't know who you are. Sorry.
Correct.
I really didn't watch NXT that closely. And if I did, they weren't at the one I was at. Like,
You
so
we
it's
know
like,
what you were watching on NXT. We know what you were watching.
yeah, I was watching fucking Cora Jade get fucking kicked out of the company. Uh, but that is your list of releases. Paul, which one or two of these do you really just not agree with?
Um, I mean, it is. I full disclosure, I do not dislike this man. I just there was only so much you could do with a Braun Strowman. There's only so much you can do with him. And so it's kind of funny that this is the second time they've let him go. Um, but again, what are you going to do with him?
You
You
know,
know,
he just had that last man standing match with Jacob Fatu. It's like,
I know. Yeah,
why do you put somebody through all of that if you know that like the very next couple of weeks you're just gonna let him go?
right. I mean, I was kind of surprised at Shayna because yes, we all loved it when she got rid of Ronda Rousey for us, and I read that she had been going to NXT and working with some of the ladies down there. So it was like she was almost transitioning and learning a new skill, maybe to produce some of the women. Um, so that was kind of weird.
Do you think it had anything to do with the whole Jade Cargill backstage incident?
Eh, I don't know. That seemed to be a little bit blown up to me, but whatever. Who knows? Um, or the well, I mean, if you look back on it, you know, she probably should have been worried because of her leader in the last faction she was in also got the boot before WrestleMania, way before. Um,
Did they really get rid of Cruella Deville again?
yeah, yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Um,
They cut ties with that whole group then.
no, the one's still there.
Wait, who's still
You
there?
got one that's still there, Zoe Stark.
Oh yeah. I fear for Zoe Stark's job at this point.
Yes, I would too.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
if I was her, yes. After
you've
seeing the other two,
if you just cut her entire stable, you've got nothing for her to do unless she's going to go after the US title on SmackDown. That's it. That's all you've got for her is let her go after the US title, which doesn't make sense in terms of Zoe Stark and now Zelina Vega. I almost forgot that name, and no, I don't want to get my head kicked off by Aleister Black.
okay, again, there will be another disclaimer. I do not hate your wife, sir, but um, I just that was a. I know she's worked really hard, and I just think I guess my perception of her got clouded because of being associated with the LWO and not doing anything for so goddamn long.
You know,
Um,
if we're
so
gonna
it just
if
seemed
we're
like
gonna look
out
at
of left
this
field.
if we're gonna look at this from a world of like long term storytelling, because that just seems to be all of what Triple H is doing at this point. Um, Long term storytelling of, oh yeah, I forgot that they were doing that. Like it's some of it's really well done, and the other parts of it are just like, oh yeah, they did that last year. I didn't really like that. Why did they bring that back? You have two halves of a bad coin. But no, I think Zelina's really been earning her spot here. Like she had that match with Rhea in Puerto Rico, which just made her look
But
like an
that was a
absolute
match.
star,
I'll
though.
give you that.
Like
Oh
it
yeah, I'll
made her
give
look
you
like a
that.
star. You can give her a you can give her a mid card title after that. I mean, she's not going to be a world champion, but she's
No,
queen of the ring. She put up that match with Rhea. Like she impressed a lot of people. So I'm feeling pretty good. Or did she win the title because Aleister Black came back and was going to hurt somebody? I feared for my life backstage. Yeah.
I was going to go with a Vince contract negotiation joke, but that one's a good one too.
Roadhouse. just just Aleister Black walking around just black massing everybody. Roadhouse. Uh I don't like this
Yeah,
at
I mean,
all.
there's some people, like you said, there's people at the bottom of that list that I don't even know who that. I couldn't put a face to that name
Which is
if
not a
you
knock on
the
them.
woman
We are
name.
not we
No,
are not discouraging their work ethic. Let's put that first
no,
and
I'm just
foremost.
saying. I just, you know,
The only people whose work ethic we discourage over here are people like Charlotte who show up and, get skewed right into a title match because of her last name. Uh, I have nothing
yeah,
against anybody at the bottom of the list. I have no issue with Jakarta
no,
Jackson. I've got no issue with Ora Mensa, Javier Bernal, Danny Palmer. Like, I've got no issue with these guys. Like, these guys were probably great. I mean, they were probably in the Heritage Cup for a little while, running back and forth with guys like Lexus King. You didn't see them against the Don. You didn't see them against Ricky Saints. You didn't see them against Ethan Page. Like, I don't know. It's just I didn't like this at all.
yeah, yeah, no. It was an unusual list. It's not the most shocking, like when they released Bray, but that was under the old regime, so I kind of give that.
Yeah, but it's
I
like
don't think Vince ever. I don't think Vince ever understood that character.
Triple H is the NXT guy. Like NXT
Yeah.
was his baby. 11 of those 16 releases came from NXT. What the?
Yep.
Oh no. I I can see a couple of these guys landing in Jacksonville, getting a fresh start, getting pushed and then buried by freaking whatever Mox's group is calling themselves now. Um,
I, I I know I probably I when
the
I
Blade
get I
Runners.
say
No,
things.
no, no, no. It's not the Blade
I
Runners.
don't know.
That would be a funny name for a Moxley group, but no, I think
It
Jay
would
White
be.
would sue somebody. Um,
Yeah. No, I probably anger a lot of people on Reddit sometimes, um, because my smart ass just kicks in and I say stuff. Like somebody posted the other day, um, they had a picture of Moxley and said, "Guys, I don't think he's ever coming back," and I just typed out, "Good." You know,
Good.
that's all I put was just good.
Son of a
And
bitch.
usually you'll get some moron that argues with me, and you see the things for the responses.
Yeah, but these are enlightened people on Reddit. This isn't X.
And I got absolutely no hate from that post.
Nor should you have, buddy. Nor should you have.
No, I shouldn't have. But I'm just saying, just throwing it out there.
But
People are weird.
in uh, in a hilarious attempt to segue now, I think
Mhm.
after those harsh remarks about John Moxley, I think you might be banned from all further AEW events.
Thank God.
So that haha we were gonna talk
Doubling
about
down.
earlier for you
Doubling
guys.
down.
Yeah, the that haha that we were gonna drop for you guys earlier. I don't know if you guys have seen the actual news. Tony Khan sent out a memo the other day, officially banning Jim Cornette from all AEW events. I don't
What
understand what this guy's deal is.
he
That's
is
probably
he is
like
so he is so butthurt over the littlest thing. I
uh,
mean, and then he has to make a spectacle of it or of himself, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're banning him because of his criticism of your storylines and the physical stature of some of your wrestlers. It's a critique from somebody that's been in this business for
longer than
way
Tony Khan's
longer.
been alive.
And then you were booking your own e-fed back in the day,
Oh,
Tony
so
Khan.
bad. It's so bad. I, which one of these things seems to be like the funniest? John Moxley getting banned from like a safety instructors meeting, Jim Cornette getting banned from an AEW event or all AEW events, or Hulk Hogan getting blacklisted by the NAACP, no pun intended. It's like those three things just seem to fit, but Cornette would never go anyway.
What right? I mean that yeah, that's I mean it's just that's what's the absurd part of it is there would that he would they were in his backyard in Louisville and he
Nope.
wouldn't fucking go.
It's so bad. Like,
You got to put out a press release to people that you're banning somebody that would never come within 10 feet of your shit.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for Jim Cornette to come out with his video talking about it.
Oh, that's
Even if he
it's
only
going to be
talks about it for like 25 seconds, be like,
that
wait, you,
25 seconds would be hilarious. Fuck.
yeah, they're just gonna play the audio clip of J.K. Simmons from Spider Man. They're gonna be like, you, you serious? I, I
You know what?
he might actually think it's satire until Brian shows him the actual tweet.
Yeah, the actual thing, right? Well, you know what would be the ultimate troll back is the uh, WWE puts Jim Cornette into the Hall of Fame next year.
No, no, I don't think so.
Deserve it, but
I mean, he definitely deserves it, but he's not. He definitely needs to go in with Midnight. There's no other
oh,
way to do it.
absolutely, absolutely.
Like give Cornette like his own wing in the Hall of Fame. And all the guys that should be in that aren't in. You know, Owen Hart, the Midnight Express, like all
We
the
know
guys they
who to
rolled around
blame
with.
for Owen Hart.
Yeah, the guy that's not there anymore.
Right.
Like, well, and his wife.
Right.
Mm. I have no issue with Owen's wife hating Vince forever. Like there's
I understand that. Yes, absolutely. But it just sometimes to me it seems like she goes out of her way to jab back when she just should just let it be. It
yeah, because
wasn't,
I mean
anybody that's there now.
she should always be the bigger person at that point. Because like they're
Absolutely.
look at Vince's track record. Like it is not hard to be the bigger person in that aspect.
Oh yeah.
And this is not me throwing shade at Mrs. Hart, not at all. This is me throwing shade at Vince because
Absolutely.
uh, Vince is afraid of his own shadow and Titus O'Neil. Um, it's so freaking weird. Like WWE is getting weirder and weirder. Like the whole world of wrestling is getting weirder and weirder. Like we're sitting now in 2025, celebrating the fact that we're getting Cena and Orton again after just a few. Oh shit! It's over a decade ago already now. Damn.
Mhm.
Uh, we were sick to death of Orton and Cena because it was every week Orton and Cena, every pay per view Orton and Cena, an entire calendar year of pay per views Orton and Cena. Everybody was tired of it. If I ever have to see that again, blah blah blah. And now we're jumping through the moon for it because it's written properly. It's written to let these guys go out there and be themselves. You don't have Vince's words coming out of Orton. You don't have Vince's words coming out of Cena. Like, but I like this.
Oh yeah.
Like Randy's always been one of my favorite wrestlers. Like he's just so technically good.
Hmm.
He's not on anybody's Mount Rushmore at this point, but I mean, like he's so good.
Oh, but he's good.
I don't know. I'm fucking stuck on fucking the absolute balls on Tony Khan to ban Jim Cornette.
Oh,
Oh no.
this this is going to be even if it is only 25 seconds, it's going to be an utter evisceration in that 25 seconds.
Dude, I was gonna say something funny, but I shouldn't. I shouldn't.
Okay.
I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't. I'm not gonna say it. I'll tell it to you when we get off of here, and if it's funny enough, if it's funny enough, I'll put it up on some sort of social media thing. We'll have a whole bunch of we have a whole bunch of new stuff coming in the works. Uh, Me and Paul, we're gonna be going out looking for new co-hosts and correspondents. So we're gonna be doing that again, like we did back in January. Um, it's been since January, and we've lost everybody but Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah. I
uh,
was getting worried. I thought I was going to get fired.
don't count your chickens yet, buddy. Don't count your chickens yet. We need the eggs. It actually might be my favorite thing that I've said all day. Don't count your chickens. We need the eggs. uh, I don't know, man. This
Can I once again reiterate my objection for SmackDown being 3 goddamn hours every week?
oh God, I
I was I was half asleep halfway through that show.
we had it
I
where
had to watch I had to watch it on fast forward the rest of it just so I didn't actually fall asleep.
yeah, like we used to have Raw at 3 hours where everybody tuned out after the first two. And
Right.
then SmackDown, that was 2 hours, and SmackDown was the show because it was only 2 hours and it could hold people's attention. So now we got the
Absolutely.
whole Netflix deal where it's 2 plus, but everybody's watching it. And now SmackDown's 3 and is dead in the water. I mean, the USA Network is not going to be happy about this, but they're the one to keep allowing friggin' the 3 hour show.
Yeah, it's got to go back to 2 hours. It just does.
You have too
I mean,
you have too big of a roster for it to go back to 2 hours. Even though you've got like an hour and a half of recap on a 3 hour wrestling program.
well, that's another gripe of mine, but
An hour and a half of
I'll let
recap and interviews and backstage segments.
yeah, I don't need I get more irritated watching them at pay-per-views when they used to be pay-per-views. I know they're not anymore. They're PLEs.
I still call them pay per views.
Still,
Sponge got on me all
but
the time
still,
about it.
but still, I if I'm watching this pay-per-view slash PLE, I've been watching the goddamn show. I know what happened to get there. Let's just give them a few extra minutes on the match and make it a good one.
Yeah. Or they saw what happened at the end of Raw this week and they were like, we don't want to give anything a couple of extra minutes because it just gets uncomfortable to watch Sami Zayn die. Like that happened. Like there was a whole friggin' ugh. It was like a whole 10 minutes of just Sami Zayn being beaten to death, and then the show went off the air. I'm like,
And
what?
I know they're just kicking this storyline off, but in the backstage segment before Sammy had to make this big decision on whether he should take the pass and go to SmackDown, you had the current world heavyweight champion Jay Uso in the back saying, "Sammy, whatever you decide, I'll be there for you." Where the fuck was Jey Uso when he was getting his ass beat for 10 minutes?
I feel like, and this is gonna be like a really far reach right here, but I feel like this story here is going to take the longest possible slow burn because I feel like it's going to push towards November.
War games.
We'll go for War Games. We'll go for the third year in a row of the Bloodline, just flat out the Bloodline, uh, going off to beat the absolute dog piss out of fucking Rollins and Braun Breaker. And at that point, after they add a few more pieces, because they're gonna add more pieces, it's just a thing, guys. Like they're not gonna settle on just the two guys. It's never just the two guys.
Oh no,
You've
yeah, it
got
can't be just the two.
you've got a world title guy, you've got a mid card guy. You need a tag team and a female. Like this is how it's gonna work. The female probably gonna be Becky Lynch. I mean, duh.
Don't get me started on Becky Hogan.
Unless you steal the Creed brothers. Braun Breaker
I
leading the
would.
Creed brothers would be fun.
That might give them some personality. Yeah,
I mean,
which
I
is
I
what
like
I.
them with I
That's
like
what
them
I've
with Chad
always asked
Gable.
for.
I do. I like them with Chad Gable because he's an absolute just star. Like he is pure technical
Yes.
wrestling. Like uh, he gives you the Brett vibes, the Owen vibes, the Benoit vibes, the Kurt Angle vibes. Like he gives you the pure mat ring tactician, just absolute pure pro wrestler.
Did you
Um,
just say the B word?
yeah,
I stumped you there, didn't I?
no, I was trying to come up
Okay.
with something
You,
funny and I just didn't have one.
you just said, okay, let it go.
I was gonna go off on a tangent, but no. Let's not make. We already brought up Owen. I'm not doing a whole spiel shtick with uh, the other Canadian. We'll call him that from now on. The other Canadian.
Other Canadian. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. If
I just,
if
I
you're
don't
gonna
know.
add
Becky makes,
anybody, if you're gonna add anybody to that stable, if you're gonna add a tag team to that stable, I don't know why they got rid of Gallus on NXT. They would have been fun with Rollins and Braun Breaker. The Creed brothers would be fun with Rollins and Braun Breaker. Even if you fucking snag the New Day, the New Day working under Paul Heyman would be absolute fire. I don't know how anybody would ever have a problem with that. Because you don't have enough heel tag teams on Raw to begin with. Unless you turn a babyface tag team heel, which they're probably not going to do.
as we've seen how well that went with the New Day. But, whatever.
And then we saw even how worse it was over in Jacksonville when FTR tried to be like the New Day and pretend that they were going to beat each other up. And then now we're just gonna dump the third guy. We just saw the New Day did. No. But what we did is different. How?
Different.
How?
Yeah, we're better.
How? At least the New Day won the tag titles after that.
Right.
Like FTR was so bad at that spot. Sponge lost faith in FTR, and Sponge loves FTR. Rightfully, as he should, because they're probably one of the greatest tag teams in the world. But you are booked so poorly. Come home. We need you back home. Look at how much happier Rusev is now on Raw. Look at how much happier Aleister Black is on SmackDown with his wife. Like, do I need
Kicking
do
knees
I
in the face.
do I need to even mention friggin' Ricky Saints and Ethan Page at NXT? They're having so much fun working together right now.
There's a, excuse me, there's a common denominator there, isn't there?
Yeah, all WWE guys that thought that thought the grass was greener on the others. Yeah, it's the Punk promo against MJF from AEW. Yeah, no, I get it. And of course, he had to eat his own words because he realized the grass was absolutely greener on the other side. and then headlined night one of a buy one get one free pay per view WrestleMania.
Buy one get one free.
You know Triple H did that shit on purpose. He's like, "Hey, I heard you say that you wanted a main event night one of buy one get one free extravaganza. Yeah. Guess what you're gonna do, buddy? You're gonna main event night one of a buy one get one free extravaganza, and you're gonna lose."
You're gonna like it.
Paul Heyman is not an idiot. Paul Levesque is not an idiot. Like, these guys know what they're doing. I guarantee you, there's a whole lot more Heyman influence in
Well,
in
I
the
mean,
backstage now.
there's see, there's a big difference. If something happens with one of the, one of the Pauls, even though we may not see it right away, there's a reason behind it.
Yeah.
It's not like the old days where I hate to bring him up again, but Vince,
Ugh.
he just walked in one day and goes, I don't like that guy.
Hide your kids,
And,
hide your wife, hide your secretaries. Vince's name got brought up again.
I don't like that guy anymore. Just fuck him. Take him completely out of the story.
No, that was his problem. Is he fucked too much?
Yep,
That was his big problem. Come on, man.
he has a big problem, all right.
I don't know. I'm looking down the line. I was incorrect, by the way. Yeah, guys. I know. War Games 2 years ago was not freaking. It wasn't the Bloodline. It was the Judgment Day, and it was Cody and Seth and friggin' everybody else. Randy.
Everybody.
Yeah, it was not the Bloodline 2 years ago. I will amend that statement. It was the Bloodline the year before that, and then last year with the Bloodline and Punk, which is probably going to be the same team as last year. It's probably going to be the four guys and Punk because Sammy's still in this storyline. Paul Heyman is still in this storyline, so you're going to get Roman. And the Usos are like best friends now with Sami Zayn. Like, it's probably going to work out that way. But we're probably going to get the SummerSlam match, Punk and Roman against Seth and Braun, which fine. I'd much rather see one-on-ones at that point. I'd much rather see one-on-ones at that point. Like, I would much rather see Punk and Braun Breaker, and then Roman and Seth again. Like, you don't want Seth and Punk. You don't want Punk and Seth again. Like, it's no. Roman and Seth at SummerSlam with Heyman in Seth's corner. Different look. Vulnerable Roman, vulnerable Punk. I like this more. Like, this group is gonna grow on me. I hate Seth Rollins, but this group is gonna grow on me. I just can't wait to see who they're gonna pull in.
I'm so amazed by some of the crap that he finds to wear on TV.
Oh my God! Stop rating Becky's wardrobe. Those are all those outfits from the big time Beck's personality that did not work.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
She dressed like a fucking flamingo too.
Yeah, but whatever.
She got there. She didn't like it. She stopped.
Got there. He's not there. I don't know. It's just amazing to me that he goes out and finds the worst possible outfits he can find. At some obscene prices.
Yeah.
Speaking of obscene prices.
There you go. Segways.
You better have a decent new matchup, not a tag match, like you said, for SummerSlam, especially if you wanted people to get ringside for $40,000. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And they claim that they've sold out.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's New York. So, I mean, it's New York for a 2-night pay per view outside during the summer. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Um, they've sold out faster for that than AEW has for All In, and All In's going to be in AT&T Stadium in Dallas. They're not trying that across the other side of the world thing anymore because it doesn't work. Like after the Australia fiasco, I don't think anybody's going to let them do anything anymore. 2 nights in SummerSlam of New York. I,
Yeah,
I would be shocked if there were tickets left. That's like announcing WrestleMania is coming back to New York and having tickets left 5 minutes later. It's just a thing. Like WWE is New York. Like it's literally home base. So like that news on being sold out does not surprise me in the slightest. The SummerSlam stage is going to have to be ridiculous if they're going to be paying that much money for it. Um, I don't know.
I just I now the $40,000 package included tickets to Raw, SmackDown, and both nights of SummerSlam.
Okay. Well,
Um,
ringside for all 4 nights.
yes,
Okay, I have a little bit
ringside.
less of a problem with this. Who's the meet and
Oh
greet
no,
for?
but but it's ringside on that is on the camera for, for a mere 32 grand. You can sit on the hard camera side, same seats.
Oh wait,
The
so
only difference is is there's a couple of perks that you're not going to get in the 40 grand. Like I said, they claim the 40 grand seats, however limited they are. I don't know how many they're exactly there at that price. They claim those ones are sold out already. But the whole thing also read like a bad infomercial because they said that you had an exclusive um, um, they brought out Kevin Nash for the exclusive meet and greet, and then it said and more. So that's where probably your friend and mine, Bianca Belair, will show up. But
if anybody doesn't know by now, that's Paul's favorite wrestler.
absolutely,
He said, "Absolutely, son of a bitch." He's just embracing it at this point. Like, all right.
well, you kind of eventually you have to, you know.
So what did we do? We went over the releases. We went over the Cornet situation, which is fucking hilarious. Um,
Bonkers.
Absolutely bazonkers. Um, and we went over the whole the ticket pricing issue with yeah. We've got a couple of things coming down the line. Might have some gaming up soon. We're going to be looking to expand, like bringing more people in again. I'm gonna try to go with new logo designs. We're gonna get it figured out, guys. Like,
We'll get there.
I promise you, as Paul just elaborately put, we will indeed get there.
That's why I got promoted.
That's why he got promoted because he learned the lingo real quick.
I learned
Had
how
nothing.
to do this, sucking people in thing.
It had nothing to do with an unexpected departure. There's no, no other reason. No smoke and mirrors. Whoa, Paul's only smoke and mirror. No, I'm just kidding. Um, yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll get there. I'm finalizing the t-shirts this week. With the logo.
Excellent.
Yeah, super big excited. I'm gonna be rocking my "We'll Get There" T-shirt probably by this time next week. Um, but we should have a lot of fun. WWE is gonna get slow, guys. Just buckle in. WWE is gonna get really slow before it gets any better. Uh,
Yeah, post WrestleMania blues.
a post WrestleMania hangover, the build up for SummerSlam, the
Yep.
build up for
Yep.
Survivor Series. Like it's a slow burn because once those seasons hit, it's on fire again. Like because once August rolls around and SummerSlam hits, you've got returns, debuts, crazy nonsense. We're gonna have a whole lot of fun with Worlds Collide, NXT, and AAA. I can't wait. NXT still in collab with fucking TNA, so you could probably have NXT, TNA, and AAA all fighting at the same time. By the way, that's the one thing we didn't talk about. There are swirling reports, unconfirmed, but there are swirling reports that WWE is trying to come to terms with the release of Alberto El Patron.
Imagine that.
And I'm pretty sure that means that AAA is going to need a new Mega Campeon. So you'll probably see some really fun shit, but we can already tell who they're probably going to be pushing in at main event because he was already there at WrestleMania at ringside. Yeah, it's kind of like the writing's on the wall, like right in front of you. And if you pay attention long enough, you're just like, oh yeah, that guy was at WrestleMania. And now he's in the world title. Oh yeah. And he's not even
Mm.
related to Charlotte Flair. I don't know how it works.
Now, 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 did you see that Charlotte now whenever she does resurface, she wants a babyface run
oh,
because she feels that the old Charlotte character is is done.
yeah. If heel Charlotte is all plastic, then babyface Charlotte needs to be bionic.
Oh my God.
That's funny as shit, and you know it. Come on now.
It is, yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know. I do like that she's disappeared again.
You know what? I don't want to be the one to say it. I think she might be hurt again. I don't want to be the one to say it, but I think she might be hurt again. Now, I don't want to go out and say anything like that. If it's not true, she might just come back in a couple weeks once the heat's off. But she had a lot of heat for fucking
Well, she should have a lot of heat for that
She
match.
tried to stonewall Tiffany so bad, and it was just oh. But you're Charlotte Flair. It's not.
Yeah,
It's not like anybody's gonna go up to you in the back and fucking yeah, yoke you up like Shayna did to Jade Cargill. Like you're really green. Stop it. Like nobody's gonna do that. This is Charlotte Flair. You're immediately blacklisted if you go anywhere near Charlotte Flair. Like look at Alberto El Patron. That's a funny joke.
it is.
Even though she was married to Andrade.
Maybe that's what she's doing. She's finding her next husband.
Oof. Oh, Jesus
She's trying to
Christ.
catch. She's trying to catch up to the to her dad's
To the
record.
nature boy.
Ah,
Oh, that's going to be so funny. Come back, get a title shot, get injured, get surgery, get divorced,
her
come
husband.
back, get a title shot, get injured, get divorced. What the fuck? It's like a vicious circle.
Hey, they can make a T-shirt out of that. Just
Oh
like
my
just
god.
like the Brock Lesnar eat, sleep,
That'd be
whatever,
so
repeat.
funny.
That would be money.
Eat, sleep, text Vince, repeat. Oh man. Uh, I'm trying to keep this. I'm trying to keep this drawn out for at least another good 30 or 45 seconds, so
Okay,
we
well,
can.
I've got at least 30 to 40 seconds of a small
That's what she said.
editorial rant.
Here you go. Here we go. I like it. Let's go.
Yeah, now, and I'm gonna lose some people because it's not necessary. It's not related to what we normally talk about here. But in my free time, what little bit I have, I enjoy listening to other podcasts. And there's a great one that I listen to called Morbid. It's all about supernatural stuff and true crime. And the two ladies, love them to death. They're great at what they do. But I am going to call them out right now for gimmick infringement because the last couple days I've been doing a lot of driving for work and I download episodes and I'm trying to get caught back up. And in 2 days, in about 3 episodes that I listened to, they stole the "We'll Get There." You just don't do that.
Okay.
I
You've got
know,
my
I
attention.
know. Yeah, right. Now you got my attention. Now I got to do something about it. So here I am doing something about it. Was that 35 seconds?
That was indeed 35 seconds.
Excellent.
Actually it was about a minute and 35 seconds. But like,
Oh, sorry.
you got there.
No, I got there.
You got there.
I love those ladies. They're hilarious as well as informative, but do not, cease and desist. Maybe I should call Tony Khan and ask how to send out a memo with a cease and desist for that.
Don't goozle the other podcast hosts. Oh man.
Sorry, ladies, I had to do it.
It is officially Sunday. It is officially May the 4th.
May the fourth be with you.
It is International Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you all. Man, I cannot wait because it's officially Sunday. Now we get to humble brag again.
Well, first, why don't you humble brag that you went and saw the 20th anniversary re-release?
I did. I saw the 20th anniversary re-release of Star Wars Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith. That movie is so much better than I remember. Really cartoony at some points too. Like it seemed a little weird.
Yeah. The whole throwing the temper tantrum after he was put in the suit, kind of.
I mean, canonically, out of the 9 episodic films, it's still the third best. I've got it over A New Hope. I'll fight anybody over that. I've got it. It goes for me. It goes 5, 6, 3, 4, and then anything else. Top 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's right. I said Empire over Jedi. Fight me.
Empire, absolutely.
Empire over Jedi. You have the spoiler alert of sci-fi history. You got Cloud City. You got the battle on Hoth with the walkers. It's such a great. You got the training segments in Dagobah. It was so good. Oh,
I totally agree.
that initial lightsaber duel between Luke and Vader, on Vespin. Like, come on.
Oh yeah, you get Han Solo frozen in the carbonite,
and you got to meet Boba Fett. That shit was cool as shit.
Boba Fett.
Oh, every part of that movie was just so good. Like, Return of the Jedi was great. Do not get me wrong. Return of the Jedi was great. If there was a ranking system, they would be 1 and 1A. But Empire is still better than Jedi.
Yep.
Oh.
Hey, it's a classic wrestling thing there. You got your baby faces win sometimes, and then heels got to win sometimes.
Luke Skywalker was the Sami Zayn of that. The Sami Zayn of that trilogy. Came up in the indie circuit, started fighting his way, thinking he made it in the big boy circuit. got his ass beat a couple
Oh,
of times, and then won out in the end with a little bit of help from his friends or his dad. Or his dad. Oh man, Luke Skywalker is fucking Charlotte Flair. Fast tracked because of who his dad is. Fucking goddamn Luke Skywalker.
oh,
I
I
hate
see
that.
what you did
I hate
there.
that I said that just now. I'm
I
so
see
mad at
what you
myself,
did there.
guys. I'm mad at myself. Don't take it out on Paul in the comments. That was me. I fucking am
That
so
was
mad at myself.
perfect.
Oh no.
You brought it full circle and right back to where we were.
Quick, smoke bomb. Change the subject. I'm going to see ACDC today.
Yeah. Humble
Yeah.
brag number 2.
Humble brag number 2 is I
Actually,
saw the Thunderbolts twice. Yeah.
twice. I haven't got to see it once yet.
Oh my god, the Thunderbolts is so good. Classic comic
It
book
looked
movie.
it looked great.
It was really great. It was really great. Cinematography in that movie was flawless. Subtle visual cues. Very, very much needed on freaking your man with 2 other personalities. Oh,
So yeah, so what? Later on this afternoon, you're going to see ACDC and the Pretty Reckless.
yep. Foxborough, Gillette Stadium. Yeah, this is gonna be a whole lot of fun. I,
Lucky
I,
bastard.
I'm. It's gonna be to the point where I've been to 3 football stadiums now, and I've never been to an NFL football game.
Ooh, I got you beat there. I've been to one NFL game.
Yeah, who'd you go see?
It wasn't by choice. It was just happened, and I
Uh huh.
said um, somebody was giving me the tickets. I didn't pay for them.
He's
All I had to do was
stalling.
drive there.
He's stalling
Well, yeah, you know why?
because you had
Because
to
the
go see
one
either
team,
the Browns or the Bengals.
one of them was the Browns. I was getting there. The other team was the Detroit Lions in the Superdome.
You mean the Silver Dome, brother?
Silverdome, yes, brother. I was hoping you'd catch that.
Hulk Hogan, we coming for you. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you. Oh man, it's not the same with that sponge. God damn it.
There's always a little piece missing.
Yeah. I mean, this is like 5 or 6 Sundays in a row without friggin' Nikki. It's weird.
We'll get there.
Saturdays, not Sundays.
I gotta find him.
Yeah. We Where the hell'd you go, buddy? I mean, he's probably really busy, which is
I'm sure.
understandable because when he signed up to be part of this in the first place, he said he was going to be really busy. It's like, all right, it's not a knock. If he comes back, he comes back.
Yeah.
Like Sponge, if he comes back, he comes back. If he doesn't, fuck him. No, I'm just kidding. See, I can get away with saying shit like that because me and Sponge have
You
been
can.
friends
Yeah,
for
I
me and
couldn't.
Sponge have been friends for 5 years now. I get to say that shit.
I would get fired if I said
Yeah, quite possibly. Actually, I'm getting a memo right now.
that.
Tell Paul he's fired. Oh man, damn, how's he gonna fire you mid-air? No, I'm just kidding. We're recording. We're not even live. Unless he can hear us, you're perfectly fine.
WWE released all those people on Friday before SmackDown. Why not?
I click into the Discord just to see if he's there. You just get a text. Ha ha! I've been listening the whole time. Paul's fired. That'd be so great. Well, we'll get it figured out. I promise you guys, we're gonna have a whole bunch of things here. Everything's gonna change, and a lot's gonna stay the same. So we're gonna try to put some new product forward. The T-shirts are definitely coming. Not like the dragons in Game of Thrones. These are actually coming. South Park reference. Yeah, the T-shirts are coming. We might do some gaming. We might have some off and on sporadic moments during the week. Paul got his computer and his new
Yeah,
microphone, so he might
I got,
do some classic
I got,
segments. We might do some
I
classic
got, I got,
segments.
I got promoted, so I had to go professional. I had to get off
Yeah,
the cell phone.
like we might do some classic segments of. So we can cover territories. We can do the WCW days. Like I want to do a whole, I want to do a whole omnibus thing,
No,
of like I want to do two in particular, but like I want to start with the whole Sting 96 97 transition. Um, and I want to do the lead out from Royal Rumble to WrestleMania 14 with Kane and The Undertaker because that was fun as hell too.
yep,
So I want to do a deep dive, but we'll cover that in a slightly larger video than just 1 hour because it's going to take a whole lot of time to go over. Because it's weekly segments every single week. It's a thing. Like we'll get there.
we'll get there.
But for now, as we're approaching the 1 hour mark, right here, we're gonna cut and call this whatever this was tonight. And yeah, we're gonna be here. We're gonna be here. We're gonna be doing some changes. We're gonna be looking for some extra additional help in the channel because we'll get there. What do you got,
We'll
Paul?
get there. Well, we'll get there. I mean, I mean, it would be. I don't want to disparage the channel at all, but it would be. It could get boring if it was just the two of us with the same opinions on stuff. We need to get some other voices in here too. So
This is literally what me and Sponge did in January because it was me and him for 4 years with just the same opinions.
then I'm the only one that stayed. God damn.
Hey, I've been here since day one. It's just me, Oos. I don't know how that happened 2 weeks in a row where I got set up to say that shit. I
I think
promise it will
it's
not
my
happen
new
again
gimmick.
next week. It will not happen again
It's
next
my
week.
new gimmick. I will make it happen. You just spoke it into existence.
All right, guys. For us here at Wrestle Relaunch, I am Villainonymous. That is Paul. Send us home, Paul.
We'll get there.